Hey, what's going on? My name is Brian Bauer, and this is Mike Brunt from Fireside Guitars. He has a new YouTube channel, so I should really introduce that first. Make sure you go subscribe to that. The link is down below or in the cards or at the end of the video, wherever it is, because he's trying to get a little bit of content out there. Also, he's been on the channel before. We've made pickups before and stuff. So without advertising everything all night, we're here with this thing, again, the Harley Benton ST whatever travel guitar that... Well, to be fair, isn't very good. So Mike being the local Strat guy as far as I'm concerned, although I think there's a lot of them, but he takes it up a notch. He makes his own pickups through Fireside Pickups. He's just getting going with that. Good. Go back to the old videos. I told him about this guitar, and he said, well, we'd take a look at it. Of course, I just wanted to show him anyway because it's kind of a funky guitar.
I think it's going to be fun. Like I think maybe we can make it work.
I think we can too, and that drink is totally gonna make me burp. But hey, I started my last video with a burp, so whatever. So I do have a video about this guitar already, explaining some of the stupid little problems with it. But one of the things is that this neck is not put into the pocket correctly at all. And Mike being, as far as I'm concerned, like the local king of Stratocasters, we're going to try to fix this. I'm going to just let him go at it because this guitar is cheap and I don't really care about the outcome, but it'd be nice to make this guitar a little more playable. Even though it's a cheap guitar, we can still make it sound great because really at the end of the day, the guitar just really needs to be playable. All your tones from your amp and your speakers and stuff anyway, for the most part. But this one is, you know, it's a Strat. It sounds like a Strat. It's not a great Strat, but it's kind of a fun Strat. So you ready to... work on this thing. Let's see how it goes. So how when you go looking at things, like what do you first do to fix something?
I mean, I think like you, I often look to see if the neck's straight. This one really isn't. Let's see if we can put this on the camera there. You can see.
So basically, once you get up here, the string is basically falling off the fretboard, and that's not good.
No.
If it was put on there straight, this guitar would be acceptable enough. It does have some chips. Well, we're just gonna have to live with that at this point. I'm in Canada. We're not gonna be returning this guitar to Europe.
Oh, I feel like I should clarify. I'm not the king of playing Stratocasters. Maybe
I'm not either.
Maybe working on some of them, but not playing them.
But you do pretty good. Although I did get you on a setup thing earlier. So he's just yanking on the neck. What's the guy's name from Fender that did that? The guy does like the super high end ones.
Oh yeah.
I'll just put his face in the video.
Yeah, I've seen his YouTube there.
Yeah, and basically he's like, this one's a little off. Like, and right in the story, he just goes yank. Holy crap! All right. Well, that's interesting. He just pulled on it. How hard did you yank that?
Not very hard.
So, coming from the factory already, this thing, it's something. You know what? You know what would be fun?
If you want to see how hard, you can just push it back the other way. I'll straighten it again. Just give it a...
I'm in an awkward position, so I could whack you in the head with it, but that's funny as hell. Obviously, it's going to be out of tune, but you just like yanked on the guitar. I should have done that myself, but it's more fun just to do a whole video of like looking at it. Otherwise, the guitar works.
I mean, when you told me about it, I was like, oh, you should yank that neck straight, and you were like, what?
Yeah, because one of the things but that's, to me...
Yeah, I think I straightened it again.
To me, a guitar shouldn't come like that. And that didn't get dinged, like didn't get hit that hard in shipping for it to be like that, you know? That shouldn't be that easy to move. No way that should be that easy to move. This is what you get for $89. Now, I don't think we're going to be putting a set of Fireside pickups in this thing, so I don't think it warrants that. There was a guy I did see on YouTube, though, where I had one of these and he changed out all the stuff. Just keep in mind, you can get a good sound out of this thing. Like I said, where tone really comes from is mostly your amp. The single coils really do help a lot. I think pickups do matter some, but these are honestly fine. Dial your amp. This is fun. What's our goal here to tighten this up?
Yeah.
I think it's a good point in the video to say like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and all that kind of stuff, because That really, really, really does help out a channel and videos and stuff too. And I don't mean just do that for my videos. Do it for the other people you like too, whether they're big or small. But seriously, it's a really nice thing when a smaller YouTuber, especially under 1,000 subs, is getting into the recommended. So there you go. Mike should be back with a screwdriver here. So I guess he's trying to tighten things up and whatnot.
It's even better when a channel's under 10 subscribers.
Yeah, Mike doesn't have a lot of subscribers, but he has a lot of knowledge. So
Not that one.
he may not admit that he does, but I think he does. Every time I come here, I learn something new, like how pickup selectors work or some little thing. Mike, what's your favorite guitar that you have?
That I have?
Yeah.
It probably was my prototype white guitar, but that didn't make it.
Oh, it's dead now?
Yeah, I mean, it was a prototype, and it got played, and it got played, and it got moved around, and I should have replaced all the prototype bits sooner, and one day it went out in the cold, and I was showing it off to somebody to demo it, and it just didn't work anymore. Two pickups died all at once.
Oh, no, that guitar was like one of the best Strats, like, period.
Yeah.
It was something, but it was great.
So, of all the guitars that exist here working right now, probably the Black Strat.
Yeah, that is a nice guitar. The new neck on that's killer. You know what? It's funny. When I came up here with this guitar, I was talking to somebody, and I said to her, should I put this in the case? And you said for protection, you should. And I was thinking, I kind of want to Mike Brunt this, because when he showed up with his guitar back months ago at my place, like earlier this year, he didn't have the case. I'm like, I didn't want to put it in the ground. He's like, oh, you could have. He's like the one guy that say that. So it met its fate. So use a case. I'm glad it didn't Mike Brunt it. Make it sound like it's bad.
Well, I mean...
So what are you noticing here, Mike? What are you taking a look at?
I could push the strings around on the saddles a bit. I mean, it's not... I mean, the intonation is questionable. I mean, it's more than questionable. It's bad.
The whole thing is questionable.
The action is probably pretty good. I mean, you're...
It seems like it's okay, at least when I played it.
I mean, the neck is... The neck's straight.
The next thing we're going to have to actually, plug it in and play it or something.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, so the neck's straight. It's got decent relief. It's... I don't know if anyone can hear me because I'm not looking at my mic at all.
Terrible.
I mean, aside from the neck being kind of crooked, it's not that bad.
And like I said in the review video for this is the kind of thing, you take to the camp. It's the kind of thing that you don't worry about if you get a ding on it. It's the kind of thing you don't care if, a beer gets spilt on it or something. This isn't an American Fender Strat, okay? I mean, I get it. Money is money, but this is the kind of guitar.
So your low E string actually has the nut cut pretty well, which is surprising because usually the nuts are really high. But your high E string has the nut cut too low. So that
shocker
might play fine. It might not. You might get some in there. Wow, that is so low. It's so low that I don't think I could show this on camera. But
it probably needs a whole new nut.
Yeah, we could do that.
Do you have one?
I've got a couple.
Are you feeling it?
Yeah, well, let's see how it plays. Because if it plays good, then there's no need to change it, even though it seems a little wonky.
Let's just see how it goes. I'm playing the most awkward position. It's such an awkward guitar to play, but it's sounding and playing a lot better at this moment, so that's really nice. Really hard to play, but I think we've got it at this point. I don't need a strap. I'm basically done doing this. Mike, do you want to come back in for the last bit? Or not really? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just share a mic. All right. We're going to do a duet. Okay, so in conclusion, we're just sharing the mic at this point. I hope we're both in frame. Maybe let's pull it over here.
Oh,
over here. All right.
What a great mic stand.
I know. It's a great mic stand compared to that spring thing you had.
It's almost like it didn't come from Monoprice.
It also didn't cost like mono price. It actually cost money, so
Yeah.
that's why. Anyway, so in conclusion, what did we do to fix this guitar?
We just yanked the neck straight.
Literally yanked it straight, tuned it up, tightened up the screws, and then spent however much time setting it up. But now it's at least playable, and I think that'd be cool for certain things.
It's pretty good. I've had guitars come out of the box worse than that now.
Okay, so in conclusion, to sum this up, okay for $89. Should have came better in the box. Didn't. Wasn't the worst fix. I don't think anybody should have to do that, even though it's cheap. However, it is working and it's kind of fun. It's still a piece of shit, but at the same time, it's got its purpose. That's the main thing. So anyway, make sure you click. I don't know. This video is just so winged. But anyway, make sure to click the subscribe button, like button, notification bell on Mike's channel, which is linked below. You can also do that over here if you're new on my channel. You can check this guitar out on the Thomann website, but unless if you got more money, just spend it somewhere else. But either way, this is pretty cool. I had some fun with it. So you guys all have an awesome day and quality content.
See you later.
See yas.